guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with my first layout using my October Kill a Kit with Style. And so I have jumped right into my October kit, and I am playing with this pink kind of grittish paper, and that is from the Auburn Lane collection. And then I have this black and white stripe that is from that Kaisercraft floor. And so if you want to see everything that's in my kit, do make sure you go back and watch my October kit share. And so I've pulled out that 6x8 paper pad from Auburn Lane, and I'm just seeing if there's some patterns that I can make work. So what I am thinking at this point, and I apologize for that glare on my photo, you guys. What I'm thinking at this point is that I want some strips of pattern paper to go over on that right-hand side, and then I'm really going to do a bunch of embellishing and kind of detail to this black and white stripe. And I wanted to pull in just a little bit of this kind of really awesome dark greenish color, because there's a lot of like trees and green in the picture itself. So I thought that would just bring in an extra color, because I've got so much pink and black and white. It kind of brings in a little bit of a different color. So it's a different combination of colors than what I typically work with. And so I like that because it's a little bit different. So then what I'm going to do is I grabbed these phrase stickers from Maggie Holmes Flourish, and they were part of my Kill a Kit as well. And I'm going to add one of each phrase to each of the black and white, kind of the black stripes throughout this entire column of pattern paper. So I have kind of this idea in my head of how I want this paper to go, because I want to do quite a bit of embellishing to it. And so my first step of that is just using all of these phrase stickers. And so then I'm going to go ahead and move everything else off to the side. And I grabbed some of my sequins from SpiegelMom scraps. And if you watch my kit share, you know that I am absolutely in love with this new sequin mix called Elegant Winter. And this is like the perfect sequin mix for me, because it's got black circular sequins, it has these really delicate dimensional white flowers, and then it has some green leaves. And so I have gone through there and I have picked out one of the little white flowers to go next to each of the phrases. And then I'm trying a bunch of different things in the center. So off screen, I tried a couple of different kinds of sequins, and I tried stitching the sequins, I tried just gluing them in, and they just weren't working for me. So I went ahead and went back to my kit organizer for my stash this month and pulled out my pink glitter stickles. And this is even more perfect because glitter is the topic from Rediscover Your Stash. And so I used those glittery pink stickles to create the centers of my flowers. And then I went ahead and added my other sequins, and I picked just kind of a pink color that would match the background. And so I added a row of 3 little sequins to each one of my phrase clusters. And now I'm just adding a gold heart to each one of those as well. And then I'm going to put some splatters with some Heidi Swapp gold color shine. And so at this point, I am thinking I have these kind of pinkish sequins in each little phrase group. I have my white flower 3-dimensional sequin with my pink stickle in the middle, and I have my little gold heart. And then I've gone ahead and added that little touch of mixed media. So I'm thinking that that's going to be how this particular part of the layout looks. You will see at the very end that I end up pulling all of the sequins off, all of the circular sequins. They come off, yeah, they're gone. And instead, I switch them all out with gold sequins from the Metallic Mess sequin mix. Just because the longer I looked at this layout, the more they bugged me. Do you guys ever do that, where you create something and at first you think you're going to like it, and then the longer you work on the layout and the more you look at it, you're like, no, can't do this. And so that's kind of the point that I was at, where I was like, I thought I could make it work and be happy, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. So you'll see at the end where I do end up taking all of those sequins off and switching them all out to the kind of really great color of gold sequins that are in the Metallic Mess. So if you are a huge gold fan, if you use a lot of gold in your layouts, I would absolutely check out that particular mix, because there's a really great gold sequin in there. So then I added this little phrase that says "Made with Love" over the bottom part of my photo. And this particular picture is when we were at Six Flags. So it doesn't necessarily go with this very kind of elegant themed page. But my daughter has this look on her face in the picture, and you'll be able to see it better in the close-ups, where she is just absolutely loving life. Like, this is the most blissful moment ever. And so I wanted to kind of make it into a more elegant and kind of grown-up looking page because she is getting older. And so I didn't want it to have the feel of a little kid page. I wanted it to feel more like you're getting older, but yet you still kind of enjoy the simple things and you still kind of get caught up in amusement parks and rides because I love that about her. And so that's kind of the feel I was going for, was a little more grown-up page, but kind of that blissful appearance. And so I did add a little puffy sticker over that Made with Love that says "This is Bliss." And then I have a pink kind of tone-on-tone heart that's underneath that as well. And then I added just a little cluster down here in the bottom because I feel like there was so much weight around the photo that I needed something over on those pattern paper strips. So it just says "Picture Perfect," and I put in a little heart, and then I added another one of those flower sequins and put my stickles in the middle so that that kind of carries over. And then I'm just playing with what embellishment I want up in this top corner, and I'm going to end up with that little pink polka dot heart up there to kind of carry the hearts over. So I ended up with those heart die cuts in 3 different places. So the top left, the bottom right of my photo, and then the very bottom corner. And so this is where you get to see me kind of decide, hey, wait a minute, I think that the gold sequins would actually look better. So, why not take all the sequins off and start over? And then I went ahead and added just a few sprinkles of sequins to each of my embellishment clusters where the hearts are. And that's basically going to do it for this layout. So once I decided on the sequins and was happy with the mix that I chose, it came together pretty quickly, and I'm really happy with kind of the different look and a little bit different feel than what I usually make, but it still has my signature black and white, so I'm happy, and I'll see you soon. Bye!